In the cultivation world, the pure unbounded yang technique is the strongest skill in the world. And learning the skill can help you surpass anyone, and it will make you unconquerable. No one under the heaven will be your equal, however only those gifted with an innate sword body, and having a great understanding of the cultivation can cultivate such a legendary skill. That's why for 1,000 years apart from the technique's founder, matriarch of Musi sect, nobody could learn this divine technique. Except one person, his name is Yi, the current patriarch of the Musi sect. Whether it's spells, swordsmanship, or any other technique, he is the strongest. And not only that, his sect is the strongest, and he has the strongest collection of magic treasures. In other words, he is second to none. However, currently at this moment he was trying to escape from a weird situation. Through the clouds, behind him was Heavenly Master, Lu, a cultivator in the heavenly immortal realm. She casted a powerful technique. The Five Thunder Rectification. The golden beam split the sky and destroyed a valley. It destroyed 5 of Yi's immortal swords and his protection barrier. Suddenly someone else's shows up. Yi looked at her. It's Faye, the demonic master, in the earthen immortal realm. She used her physical strength to jump so high. She crossed her fingers and used her heavenly technique, which gave her multiple arms. Then she used those arms to smash him. The impact was so great, Yi fall to the ground in a few seconds. Now his protective body robe was also destroyed. Now we see another person approaching him. She is Yoon, the grand assistant of Musi sect, another earth and immortal realm master. She asked Yi if he is all right. She looked at him and smiled, saying, "Thank God you are all right," but suddenly she pressed his arms and used her divine barrier technique. It was the strongest sealing technique. The ground got immensely heavy. He looked at Yoon. But she said, "You won't be able to escape." With a lustful look, on top of the Yuzuo, the sect master of the poison sect came. She said, "That technique won't be able to hold him for long." And she opened her mouth, licking her hands started changing and become poison. She extracted some of the poison and throwed it at Yi. Yi's left eye became poisonous. Then he suddenly heard a voice saying, "It's still not enough to restrain him. It's my sect master of the sword clan." Yi got nervous. Mu pointed her finger at him and casted a divine technique. The clouds became darker, and a light came through it. There were multiple swords. It was a devastating sword technique. Yi sat there and took multiple hits. The impact was so great that they can't see what's going on the barrier. All the poison, swords and barriers focus was on him. Then the Yi's voice came, saying, "This techniques, I was the one who taught you." He was thinking, he is the only person in the world who can practice the pure unbounded yang technique. Swords, spells and other techniques, I am perfect in everything. I also have the strongest treasures, techniques and the sect, worthy of being the strongest. Theoretically, I will be invincible. Unless, the other 5 strongest beside me join forces, and I won't be able to fight back. All the girls surrounded him. He asked them, "What is it that you want? Do you want to discuss some techniques?" All of them looked at him and said, "Yi, brother, today all of us, we need a direct answer. Which of us do you like?" Yi was thinking, to explain this situation, you will have to know more about the pure unbounded yang technique. And its only downside. Somewhere in the past, Grandpa was telling him about the pure unbounded yang. He said, those who practice this technique must never do that boy-girl things, or else the effect may be severe, and the worst could be even exploding. He kicked Grandpa, saying, "Why didn't you say that sooner? Now I have mastered it, and can't turn back. I don't want this skills." But Grandpa said, "But if you leave it, you will still explode." And then Yi started kicking him again. He thought the Grandpa was just bluffing. It can't be true. Not only his talent, but his looks were also exceptional. Female Desil put stuffs fire him. But unfortunately, when he first tries to do that with Lu, he vomited blood, second times from Mai, and even for Yoon. He vomited blood. He got very depressed. He had everything, but couldn't do his favorite. He has to be like this all his life. Now back at the present. Even after all that, he still was a good man. This girl's had fallen for him. But he can't reveal his secret. He said, You shouldn't do these things, we should all cultivate the Tao. Relationship between men and women are worthless. But they said they aren't playing, and are very serious about this, they won't let him go. Until he choose one of them. He thought, how shouldn't I say I want 'em all? And even if I choose one, the other 4 will surely won't let me live. He was thinking, maybe rejected him all. But even that can't be a safe option. The girls said, we need your answer today. All your immortal swords, defense robe and other treasures are broke. And the sword in your head is pinning you down, and there's poison in your body. Yi thought stayed silent. And then he smiled. Then he looked at the girls and said, do you really think you could keep this master down? The clouds started disappearing, all the girls got shocked. A great wave of energy fell on him. He used his technique, and said if I can't escape from here, then I will just ascend to the heaven. Then he flew to the sky. He was thinking about his life till now. How he fought for the position of sect master. How he saved a girl of demon sect. Or how he fought the ancient beast. Talesman, swordsmanship, spells and everything. Even after all that, they can't make up for the regret I had because I can't do that. His trees came out. He started crying and said, I really wanted to do it. And if there is next life I will never practice the pure unbounded yang technique. He thought about all the girls, before fighting them. Then he noticed something. When he looked down, he had a shocking expression. The other 5 girls were also ascending. He was very confused. All his senses started to disappearing. And now somewhere, inside a house. It was morning. When he opened his eyes, he looked at the surrounding. It was a different world. All his cultivation was also gone. Then, he looked left and saw a face. Someone was sleeping next to him. It was a beautiful elf.